Hey girls.
Hey.
So guess what we're about to tell everybody?
What?
The baby's name.
Yeah.
Okay, do you guys know the baby's name?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, ready?
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3.
Jackson River Strickland.
What do you guys think about that name?
I love it.
You love it?
Yeah.
Why do you love it?
Because it's so good for a baby name, and it's like a powerful name.
It's a powerful name?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of think so too.
Me three.
Okay, so we named the baby Jackson River Strickland. As soon as we found out it was a boy, we came home and both of us sat on our phones for like, what, an hour just scrolling through, trying to find boy names. I think you already had a list.
Yeah, I did. As soon as we figured out that you were pregnant,
You had a list of boy names.
Well, and girl.
Oh, okay. We both agreed on Jackson. We read that on one of the baby lists that we were looking at, and we were like, we really like Jackson, but we weren't sure. So we said, let's just say his name and call him Jackson and see if it fits. And so it pretty much has fit because we've been calling him Jackson for a very long time now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a lot of significance to it, though. It really came together. Like Jackson River really came together. So let's start with one of the reasons.
Well, for one reason, for the way it's been going is with both kids. They each have either our initials or our name, J name. You know, so it ties a lot to do with.
Oh yeah. So
our names.
His name is Mitchell Jordan Strickland, and then I am Rachel Strickland. So we did my first name, his first name, so Rylan McKenna. And then for Mackenzie, we really didn't know if Mackenzie was going to be our last. We were kind of thinking she probably was going to be our last. So
yeah, we were certain.
Yeah, sort of.
We were pretty certain. But anyway.
Sort of. And we didn't have a boy, so we said, well, we'll give Mackenzie Jordan's initials, so MJS. And so we ended up with Mackenzie Joy Strickland. And in fact, Jordan picked Mackenzie's first name. Jackson River has also our initials. We have the J for Jordan and the R. But bigger than that.
Yeah, also, besides that, what's it been, a couple years now that
Yeah, so I want to say this. We have been so back and forth about whether or not we wanted to have a third baby. Like, how many years? I mean, like, we've even gone to the doctor and we told the doctor we're ready, we're going to do this. And then 1 week later, I had to go back to the doctor because we were like, nope, we're not going to do this. So, like, we were really uncertain. We have an Aunt Shell, and Aunt Shell is Jordan's actual aunt. And she just really
played a big part.
Meant so much to us.
In my life and in Rachel's life.
Yeah.
Very accepting to Rachel, treated her like one of her very own, and you know, she was just like, she was the funnest aunt. You know, she was the aunt to have.
Yeah.
Anyway, a lot of memories were made with her. A lot.
And also with our kids.
Yes, and with our kids too. Anyway, you know, so she has a huge spot in our hearts. And the thing about Aunt Shell was that I would put her against any man in this entire world to go fish. I mean, she just loved to fish. She lived in the river, had no problem going out on her own by herself. Matter of fact, she didn't even want anybody in the boat with her because it would just mess up her fishing.
She even had a pet owl in the river named Hootie.
Yeah, that was crazy. But anyway, this is our Aunt Shell. And as you can see in the picture, this is one that we have of her where she is actually fishing, has some fish there. And yes, she caught those on her own, by herself. So when we were having a third, whether it was going to be a girl or a boy, we really wanted to kind of incorporate her name or something to do with her in the name. She spent a lot of time in the Ogeechee River, and so it just seemed very fitting that we do Jackson River.
To finish the story, Aunt Shell was diagnosed with cancer. She passed away, and it was very difficult for us. And honestly, I'm pretty sure it was that very day or that week that Jordan and I, for the first time, had some clarity about whether or not we actually wanted to try for a third. It had been so up in the air for so long, and then it was that, I think it was that event that really...
Yeah, really kind of pushed for wanting to have that family togetherness, a bigger family. You know, create something within our four walls that we can really invest in.
Yeah.
Also, if it goes as planned, Jackson will also share Aunt Shell's very day birthday.
Jackson is scheduled, he has to be delivered via C-section, and so they are scheduling it 1 week before my due date, so it's actually not 13 weeks, it's 12 weeks left. And the date that it's scheduled for is Aunt Shell's actual birthday. So a lot of sentimental things, and it's been a blessing to us for sure.
Yep. Anyway, we're excited.
We are excited.